Alright, and here we are with a kind of unexciting hand, but I guess we'll keep it. I mean, it does cast everything in the hand, and if we draw anything, that's pretty good. It doesn't quite get up to Karn mana on its own, but oh, what? The mirror? Is this real? We should have done Delta there. That's alright, we'll be able to cast a turn to Trigon Predator anyway. They'll cast 2 elves or something. Or level up again, possibly. No, there's Deep Shadow. Just one. Jace, don't mind seeing that here. Oh, we should have done Polluted Delta again. Whatever. This will make him think twice before playing a artifact or enchantment. Generally, this guy's unexciting, but sometimes it's just impossible for your opponent to beat. They can't defend themselves. Lotus Cobra. Wow, we did meet the other deck. You know, Eureka wheeled, so it's a little surprising that they didn't take it, but there were a lot of giant green creatures missing. What is this? Oh, these are just mid-range green creatures. Well, I don't care how much life they gain because we just beat all that. But now we have a question. Do we want to bounce this Thragtusk with Jace? Or just make a beast with Garruk? Bouncing Thragtusk buys us so much time. Then we can, like, play Garruk and start brainstorming. So if we do that, they could attack Jace, and we could kill it, but then they can't play Thragtusk out. Yeah, that's annoying. So for that reason, I think I like playing Garruk here, and I don't want to use Polluted Delta just yet, because when we brainstorm with Jace, that might be a better time to use the fetch. So yeah, we'll use the Beast to protect Thragtusk. They can't attack through the Trigon Predator, and then we're about to have 2 powerful Planeswalkers in play. These guys are best friends. They cost the same. They both look awesome. And they both are awesome, although traditionally Jace is much better. Harmonize, alright, alright. A card we don't want to draw, Eureka. That'd be pretty bad right now. That's a nice combo, though. If you do have Eureka, Harmonize into Eureka is nice. Oh, geez. They've got 5 mana this turn still? They get the 1 off the Cobra, they fetch, that's 2, tap that, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Still, I'm not sure. They got blue. This really is the mirror here. I hope our deck's better, because I thought it was good. Okay, someone took that breeding pool. That'd be funny if we were both Sultai. I guess we are. We could have been. I mean, we have the Polluted Delta, but we didn't play the Ashiok. They might be the ones playing Villainous Wealth. That'd be pretty good against us. Okay, just Glen Elendra. I have to say, that's annoying right now. That is annoying versus our Jace. So I think we're just not going to play the Jace right now. We do have a blocker for Glen Elendra. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to have a lot of mana to do it. And if we can convince them to tap that island, we'll be able to play this Jace. They might think we don't have a non-creature spell. Two negates on a relevant body, that's... yeah, that's pretty good. Oh. I would have felt a lot farther ahead if they didn't have this in play. So good. Because Jace just starts to take over the game on its own. Even against whatever madness this could be. On the plus side, how much mana do we have next turn? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Potentially 10. Uh-oh. Birthing Pod. Alright, let's thin our deck a little bit. So we'll get Forest, sure, why not? And Tropical Island. And of course, draw Forest here, no problem. We're kind of building up toward the ultimate, Garruk Ultimate. So how much is that? 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22. 22. They only have... Ah, this is so annoying. We want to kill this Birthing Pod. I mean, kind of. That leaves Garruk open. Sure. They've really got plans for this Birthing Pod, then. I'll just plus Garruk, then. Yeah, we could kill Glenalendra. Maybe they'll Birthing Pod Thragtusk. Get a 6-drop. That could be really annoying if it's like Frost Titan or something. Oh, they didn't. They didn't want to do it. Why wouldn't they do it? That's so strange. Maybe they don't have a 6-drop. Because it has to be exact. It can't be less than that. The other thing we have to worry about here is a sword. Any sword is pretty good. Oh, they're doing it. Sack Glenalendra, you don't need that. Okay, they're doing it now. Oh, I keep forgetting. You can only do this as a sorcery. So they couldn't have end-stepped that. I never played Birthing Pod, so... Ouch. Wormcoil. We need to draw something good. This was not the broken side of our deck. This is the very fair side of our deck. Uh-oh. Next turn is going to be painful for us. Alright, so we can attack here, but that's not that much, so it's 15, 22, but that's not nearly enough to get through all this. Not to mention they gain 6. So I think we're going to attack with this Trigon Predator again. And if they block with Glenalendra, we just get to resolve a Jace. Oh, nice. Alright, so when we do that... we do all sorts of things. I think the most important thing is to bounce Pelucranos. What 7-drop do they get with Worm Coil? We could also bounce Worm Coil and let them go nuts with Pelucranos. Then they... Gosh, what do they do? They kill all 3 of our elves. I don't want them to do that. Don't do that. Yeah, let's block Pelucranos. Or bounce it. Just to survive here. And get a beast. We're at war. If they want to use a Birthing Pod to sack the Worm Coil into a 7-drop, then they can't really attack with it, because we just block with 2 beasts. And at this point, we just want to buy time. We're definitely not winning on the board, so we want to buy time to get some hits in with the Trigon Predator and to Mindstorm with Jace. Or Brainstorm. Turning into a pretty cool game already. And at any point we could draw one of our game winners like Karn. And we're up to 10 mana, so even Kozilek starts to become viable. Wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... We're up to 12 mana. Are they doing it? Birthing Pod, sack Worm Coil? Oh, okay, Courser. They took our Courser. So we don't have to worry about Pelucranos quite yet. Oh, that's weird. Did they play land this turn? They didn't play land, so why wouldn't they play the forest? I don't know. You got me, Avenger, yeah. Because they wanted plant tokens. Well, they were lucky to get a land off the top after shuffling. Yeah, don't need to worry too much about this. And they still get to play their 4-drop. The good news is we're still alive. The bad news is our opponent has a ridiculous board. And a live Birthing Pod. You know what, though? No problem. Let's brainstorm. We could find something relevant. That's pretty relevant. If we can ever get there. We're at 13 now, so not quite enough. And we might be dead next turn. Like, this is not looking good for us. And the Pelucranos... The Pelucranos is kind of scary. So what do we want to do here? Well, I do like attacking with Trigon. And I guess we could think about killing off this Birthing Pod. Maybe Courser is better, maybe one of the worms. Yeah, I'm just going to kill the Courser for now. And try to protect our Planeswalkers as much as possible. This Emrakul is not going to do it. We know we have 2 lands on top. And even if all our stuff survives, which it won't, yeah, we'll still only be up to 14 mana. So we basically need Jace to survive. And to draw something ridiculous like, I guess Eureka, but Channel might be the best. We'll have to pay 9. with channel, 9 life, so we also have to be at over 9 life. And even then we might not win because they're... Well, I guess we do win then, because we get to attack a couple times with the Predator. Yeah, Terastodon. That might have been a good reason to kill the birthing pod, sure. I'm open to that. Oh, they're not attacking. Cool. Well, we are. We are attacking with Trigon Predator. How much worse can this get for us? Like, if we don't kill Terastodon, or if we don't kill Birthing Pod... alright, I'll kill Birthing Pod. Enough's enough. Still only 12, yeah. Not quite there with this Emrakul. Somehow we got 3 beasts off our Garruk, though. That worked out pretty well. What I expect is a big Pelucranos activation to eat a lot of our stuff. It looks like it can do 4 damage. So that kills... I guess it just kills our elves. Or maybe an elephant and an elf. The annoying part is we know the top card of our deck is a land. I'm pretty unlucky with lands. I mean, we fetched a couple times and then land off the top. Not ridiculously unlucky, just, you know, a few more lands than I would have expected. This game has taken like 15 minutes. Next game, we're just going to turn to Channel Emrakul and win that way. Or Kozilek. So at the very least, our opponent's deck might have the late game, but when we win, we'll win quickly. So what did we do this game? I think killing the Courser was wrong. It turns out that they just had a sick follow-up with Birthing Pod that, in all honesty, was pretty expected. I mean, they had a 7-drop, and there's a couple good green 8-drops. So Terastodon isn't the only one. So I think it was right to just take out Birthing Pod right away. Yeah, so this is 9, and they can activate Pelucranos. Oh gosh. Maybe we should take our time winning next game, so their clock gets reduced. That is the nice part about Magic Online, is the chess clock. You never draw a match on time, although sometimes you lose a match on time. This cube is pretty fun. I'm glad that... Oh, they're like Bant. Wonder what the white splash is for. Maybe it's just for the scry. It could be... Oh gosh, you know what it could be? What's that Preator or whatever it is? It gives all your stuff +2/+2 and all your opponents Phyrexian something or other. Elishnorn. Yeah. That would be game winning right here. So it would kill some of our stuff, make everything else a 1-1 or 0-1. And then our opponent would have a bunch of like 6-6s and 11-11s. They missed. What the heck? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know why they spent the extra mana here. I mean, this number is always going to be odd, right? An even number plus 1. Maybe they figure we might have days in our hand and that would work on a trigger. I don't know. Don't look at me. I'm confused. Not like it's going to matter, but... Okay, so this Pelucranos has 3 damage on it. That's worth noting, at the very least. Could try to get rid of it like that. Then, I'm try to get rid of these guys and put a guy in front of Terastodon. That's about as well as we can do. The Trigon Predator can finish off the other worm. And yeah, Arborelf is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Opposition would have been a pretty good draw. I guess it's a little worse now. Well, we knew that was coming. So we did this next turn, maybe, but we'll play it out. Yeah, this is just better value here than trying to block with it. Are we dead? Are we dead? Tell me we are not dead. So just block the 2 biggest things, right? So if we do that, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We take 12, we're at 4. Progenitus. That doesn't do it. Game 1. Alright, minus 12. Sure, so they had some artifacts, they had Birthing Pod. Beast Within might be good. Caracas doesn't hit much that they had. Ashiok would actually be pretty interesting. Body and Mind, obviously great. A lot of our stuff is just amazing against their deck. It's just we didn't see enough of it. Might take out Wall of Roots. Beast Within doesn't seem insane. So then we have to cut a land and put in a swamp. No, that seems okay, but it can't be that right. Yeah, I'll just put back in Wall of Roots. This island. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Wall of Roots really does help out a ramp to 4 mana, and that extra island is kind of important. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, Sword of Body and Mind is so good. I'm going to keep this hand. And we can start to thin our deck a little bit because we do have a lot of land. It's not a turn 2 Emrakul, but it's okay. A turn 3 Sword into a turn 4 Garruk so far. They scryed to the bottom. They'll get us to 18. Oh, no. They're keeping up land. Now, that's interesting. I don't think it does anything right now. So stay the course. But it is half of our combo. We do have 3 pieces that work very well with it. Actually 4 pieces, since we'll consider Green Sun Zenith to work. Oh geez. Mana Crypt, Worm Coil Engine already? Can we not? I guess we have to. Worm Coil. Yeah, what can we do about that? I guess it's just Garruk, make a beast. Because channeling doesn't do anything here. It could have been make untap equip, but we didn't have any creatures, so that's not quite as exciting. Alright, so they get a land. Mana Crypt, yeah, this is one of those power cards. It's not in the Power 9, but it is just so powerful if you can get it going early. And they have this lifelink, so losing an average of, oh no, of whatever it is a turn. Oh, this Niece is going to be great. Do we want to... I don't know what we want to do here. Do we want to just let Garruk die? What can we do? Okay, let's say we... I think we want to save him. Yeah, I think this works out better. Because what we're going to do with him is untap 2 lands after playing Nisa. Oh, don't do anything. No more. No more. Okay, Monolith, that's not that bad. Black Lotus? What is this deck? We saw the weak part of our opponent's deck, too. This is not even real. Alright. It's pretty unreal. Alright, don't counter this. They don't have blue. Untap 2 target lands. We played our island, right? So let's untap these 2 guys. Oh, I miscounted. What the heck? No. Alright. Yeah, I miscounted. I thought we'd have one more to put the sword on the forest, but we just don't. Okay, so Wormcoil comes in and destroys a Planeswalker. And they're out of tricks. They don't have anything else. So we just have to survive this, and I think we're doing all right. I mean, they can't kill both of our Planeswalkers. Yeah, they can. They can kill... If they attack Nisa with Wormcoil and Garruk with the rest, or I guess just Glenalendra. This is the worst. This is just the worst. Oh no. And then, yeah, Glenalendra, Garruk, of course. You know, I think it's just going to be Lotus Cobra. They played a land. We lose both Planeswalkers, but we have Sword. Alright. Alright, our turn again. So let's equip this. Might as well. Channel doesn't even do much against this Glenalendra. We get a wolf. Guy's Cradle here to re-equip the wolf with the sword. Alright. That makes next turn pretty cool. We can attack with the wolf, assuming they attack with a worm coil. Oh, maybe they don't. Alright, no problem. That just means sort of less of a clock here. Now we can... Mana Confluence. Now we can attack them with the forest and start breaking down this worm coil engine. Is that any good? Maybe that's just not good. Oh, disaster. Yeah, worm coil is pretty good here. Alright, pass it back. Worm coil's good here. Glenalendra's good here. What did we hit? We didn't even hit that much. Oh, they did have Woodfall Primus. This is the other 8-drop they could have gotten. Alright, we're going to take this hit. They must have something good in their hand, but at least if they don't, we can get another trigger here. Batter Skull. Yep, that's a pretty good one. Alright, what are we going to do here? Let us play land. Sakura Tribe Elder. Pump up the forest. The problem is, they're going to equip... They just block with the Germ here. And they're going to equip Glenalendra with Batter Skull. And that's a 2-turn clock that we can't do much about. But we might as well try, huh? Oh, Trample? I forgot about that. Yeah, Trample's nice. And it says 4 damage on it, so I don't want to re-equip. Oh, did we get him? Yeah, I guess they can't win on the crackback, so... I forgot about the Trample from that land. Yeah, the more you know. That really makes me want Beast Within. They just have so much good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff over there. I also want Ashiok, but I think it just compromises our mana enough that I don't like it. Beast Within. What should we cut for Beast Within? Everything else is good here. Nah, I'm going to leave it out. Whatever. They're going to dilute their power with cards like Mana Crypt and Black Lotus. No, this hand is terrible. I mean, I like islands as much as the next guy, but since we can't do anything, let's do the math here. So we have 15, 11, 12. We've got 12 green sources in our deck. It's not enough, is it? I'm gonna mulligan. Alright. I like this a lot better. Opposition is great, but here we need land. We just need some land. And we do get a turn to sort of Body and Mind. Oh, that's good too. Okay. Let's not screw this up. There's some argument to be made. Well, it depends if we draw land or not. Turn 3 Trigon. Black Lotus. Oh no, 5-drop here? What is it? Batter Skull? Gosh. pretty much solidifies the argument for Trigon. As long as they don't go Glenalendra. Sick, we got it. Trigon kills Batterskull. They don't have a way to deal with it in the air. So what a crazy match. See you in round 2.